All right, guys. Crazy. We're in. It's Vigos. We're back. We're back. We're here. You're here. I'm here. Medic Mom's here. We're all here.
We're
Guys.
here.
Oh, Medic Mom, how are you feeling? How does it feel to be able to see Vigos be a part of it?
I am great. I am so excited. This is a tournament that I've been dying to get my hands on. Thank you so much for the invite, guys. Like, it really means everything. Thank you, guys.
Oh, of course. Like this is great. This is beyond amazing for me. I love that we're back. This is great. This is a qualifier tournament that we're doing today, guys. We have Demise versus We Overslept. And man, I'm really excited for what I'm going to see. Guys, if you don't already know, I'm the OG Vader. I am your judge today. I am here with Medic Mom, Counselor Medic Mom. And Medic Mom, go ahead and kind of introduce yourself. Tell us who you are.
So, for some of you who don't know me, I'm Medic Mom. I stream on Twitch. I do a lot of DBD. A little bit of a variety streamer, but mainly just DBD. I have been known to cast a few tournaments with your boy Q, who you guys have been familiar with on this channel. Most of y'all know him. So we tend to cast a few tournaments together, and I am very excited to be a part of Vigos and what y'all are doing here.
Yeah, and guys, I'm the OG Vader. I actually am a survivor on We Overslept, although not playing today. Not playing today. No favorites. No bias here. We have no bias. The judges can't be biased. So excited to get into it. I'm wondering what we're going to see. And guys, we will be on Father Campbell's Chapel.
Father Campbell's Chapel, yep.
Yeah, so that's going to be quite a map. What killer do you expect to see there?
So I am hoping to see one of our top tier killers come out to see what we can do. I personally have done no spoiler alerts, so I have know nothing other than the teams we are playing and the map we are playing on. Other than that, I've purposely kept it so that I don't know a darn thing. This is going to be just as much of a surprise to me as it's going to be to all of y'all watching.
Nice. I would hope to see like definitely not a blight. You guys see my blight here in the lobby screen here, but I would say maybe like a nurse or maybe I think I'd want to see actually a plague. I think a plague could be kind of fun to see on this map. I don't think we will see a plague, but I think it would be fun.
I mean, I am always down for some doctor content as a doctor main myself, but I don't know if we will see any of him. It would be nice to see some of the killers, maybe like some demo or something like that. Some of those outside the box killers, other than, you know, our normal nurse, spirit, and blight.
All right, yeah, and I am hearing right now that we are good to, I'm good to go ahead and move out of my killer position here and into spectator. So it sounds like we have the builds and everything, and Sam, is that correct? Are we able to go ahead and start match? All right, guys, I have the go-ahead. Who's ready for the first match? I definitely am. Let me go ahead and let these guys know you are good to go.
Guys, this is exciting. Are y'all hyped for this? Like, I'm hyped for this. Y'all better be hyped for this.
For sure. Get some hype in the chat. And I am seeing Rabid Rachel. I see you with those We Overslept emotes. Oh my goodness. Seeing some love for both teams, looks like, here in the chat. Everybody, let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready to see some spicy plays. I want to see some spicy plays from the killer. I want to see great communication coordination from the survivors. Really, this is the start of Vigos right here. Like, we get to start spooky season. I don't know if you guys saw, I've got this like almost trapper mask over here. Like, it's kind of cool.
That's pretty close.
Cool, right?
Like,
it's pretty darn close.
It's pretty close. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Spirit Halloween, everybody. If you're looking for a costume, Spirit Halloween, your local store may have one for you. You could be a trapper too. Oh,
see,
man.
I keep getting those costume alerts, like people posting on Facebook where they're finding the Dead by Daylight costume. Oh my god.
Some of those are great. I was going to make a hex totem this year as a decoration, but I I don't know. I didn't
Not
end up
too
doing
late,
it.
man. It's not too late. We could get this done. We could get this done.
You're right. You're right. All right, and we're just waiting on the survivors. We're waiting for the survivors to ready up here, and there they go. We are off to the races, going to connect to this match. So let's go ahead and review some of the rules. Let's see how killers can score. All right, guys, so killers will be scoring by hooks here. And so as you can see here, first and second hook are 2 points. Third hook is 3 points on a survivor. And those progressions are worth less points. That way it is more advantageous for you to go ahead and let them get off hook and hook them again. And then you do get 2 bonus points for getting a 4K and a bleed out of 0 points, offering a total of 30 points available for a killer. All right, and we are almost ready to move right into that game. Gonna go ahead and bleed over to game screen.
Go to that spectate.
Oh yeah, and we are seeing a spirit here. This is spicy. I like seeing that. All right, so
especially before the changes. Heck yeah, I'm down for that.
Oh yeah, I gotta go ahead and use it early. Although, sounds like it won't be as quote unquote nerfed as some expected. So it looks like Spirit is surveying here, and these survivors may actually be trying to hide out Corrupt, not be found here. Looks like Spirit is surveying that corrupt zone, expecting possibly the survivors to do just that. Looks like maybe saw some scratchies. Oh, and we do see a totem go early. Don't know what that is. Oh, and we do see 2 survivors here. We see both a Nancy and a Quentin. We are already in chase and off to the races for this Spirit. Good break of the pallet, attempting a mind game here possibly. Oh, and Nancy just W gaming to safety here. Spirit kind of left looking for a hit that isn't there. Gonna go ahead and break this pallet. Probably good to do that early game rather than wait.
It was interesting. What did you think about them not continuing that chase with that Quentin when they had so much ground on it earlier? I thought that was an interesting play. I mean, I guess she is planning on going after the multiple survivors on the other side, but I definitely thought she had some distance on that Quentin, and I thought she could have made a connection, but we'll find out. Yeah,
I definitely think that the survivors are doing a good job of not giving a whole lot of distance to the Spirit here, which is putting a lot of pressure on the killer. I mean, that is the first injury we've seen, and we're a little bit into this match, so definitely we haven't seen a gen pop, but I would expect to see that to change here soon. But these survivors are doing a good job not making oh!
Nice.
And Spirit goes ahead and says, you better eat your words later. I'm going to go ahead and get this Quentin, get him on hook, and start pressuring these survivors. We do see 1 gen pop off, though.
Definitely. Good mind game from the Spirit. Able to connect, able to listen to that headset real well and get that little cue that they were going to go ahead and vault pallet, and she's going to go ahead and look and see if she can find someone else, catch them off guard. Nobody's up on that center gen, which is interesting. Usually I know that's a favorite to try to knock out early, but it's interesting that they chose not to.
Yeah, I think in this case here, the 3-gen, I think potential 3-gen was actually at that other end of the map, so I don't know that they are very worried about the center gen, because they can just leave this gen in the circus for last, and it would be really hard to pressure both of those. All right, and I was hearing reports the game was louder than our microphones. Chat, let me know, is it better now? I went ahead and turned the game down slightly. Right, and we are seeing this Spirit go ahead and damage the gen, return towards that hook, Looks like a deli play here, possibly right there. And we do see the Claudette get away from the Spirit there through that phase. I was wondering if that Claudette was going to double back or not. Smart move, not doubling back and just W gaming around that loop. But does she get caught here? No, on the smart side of the pallet there.
Yep, smart pallet game there.
All right, so we are seeing this Claudette waste a lot of time at this edge of the map that I was saying. You're really kind of letting this gen go for last. Really, I think I want to see that Spirit go ahead and pressure those other gens, because if the Spirit leaves those gens to get finished, this 3-gen is not going to be, there's going to be no pressurable 3-gen. There's going to be, you're gonna let the survivors get the last gen. I don't think there's any way that you can keep it from getting finished.
But yeah, at this point we've spent a lot of time on Claudette, so we need to either secure that hook or break the chase. Oh, and you know what? It's like she heard me. She said, "Watch this, Medic Mom."
I agree. We did get the down here, which does provide a little bit of value. That is a second hook on Claudette there. And we did have one hook on Quentin earlier. We are looking, though, with survivors on these gens, finishing the gens, in fact. And it looks like a survivor's over there to unhook Claudette, which is what's going to occur. Let's go ahead and see how this progresses. Claudette wants possibly a BT bait. I saw the little taunt there. Come here, come on, Spirit, egging her on. Spirit is not taking the bait, willing to count to 12 and continue. Looking like finding another. Oh, was that an insta down? That looks like it was an insta down. It looks like we made, yep, we have a haste effect. We are seeing the effect of Noed. Well, let's see how these survivors react to Noed being live. Oh, little mind game here. Oh, and that is 2 downs for the Spirit. This is definitely very good pressure for the Spirit now at this point. Seeing another survivor off in the distance, it is the Claudette. Claudette is injured already, so maybe less worried about the Claudette, more worried about getting our hooks taken care of. Maybe a little spectator bug there, but it looked like Spirit walked past and came back.
Yeah, definitely could be. God knows. Wait, your DBD be bugged? What?
No.
That's not a thing. Come on.
No way. We do see the survivors go ahead and open the exit gate close to this Quentin and pick up the Jake. Looks like they are going to heal right there, and they are content just chilling in the exit gate in their safety. Looks like Claudette has been seen again, and Claudette may be pressured. Nope. We're going right back to the hook to see. And no, they are not coming for the save. They don't want to risk it right now. Do you think we see the survivors just go ahead and peace out, take a 3 out, and let Ultra die here on hook?
I think if they're smart, that's what they do. But unfortunately, it looks like we're going to get that death on Claudette.
It does look like that indeed. So that is 4 hooks now. 2 hooks on Quentin, 2 hooks on, or 3 hooks on Claudette now. So that'll be a 5-hook game. And I believe after that scoring, the survivors should come out of this ahead. And they do indeed, looking at a 16-11 score after that trial.
Very, very efficient gen work by the Survivor team. It was really good to see them all work together. You can definitely tell they're on comms. Claudette with that really long chase, although it ended up in her death in the end, she wasted a lot of time for that Spirit. Spirit with definitely a good few mind games in there, and that Noed coming in clutch at the end for her.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and I do have to correct. It's 18-11, as you can see on the scoreboard down there. The scoreboard wasn't updated when I looked. I saw 16-11, but it is indeed 18-11. And that's GG's both sides there. That was a very good, very fun round to watch. Very fun round to commentate.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that Noed definitely was pretty spicy though. We love the play there.
I mean, I hate it in pub matches, but I like it in some tournament.
Indeed, indeed. Nobody loves finding that in pubs. What?
Oh my
No. Yeah,
goodness.
that's where you hear the survivors cursing killers. Oh man. But in comp, we love that here. We love that. We applaud that here.
Especially with MMR nowadays, and then hitting a no-ed at the end of it, it's like a big slap in the face. So I'm definitely excited to see some no-ed not be versing it this time. I know I just get to commentate on it, which is even better.
Indeed. So guys, we will be streaming a lot tomorrow as well. Tomorrow we do have more games from our EU side, the European League. Well, same league, but European section of the league. So I will be here on Vigo's Court tomorrow, and the schedule, if I'm right, our first game is 2 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. I'm checking right now. Medic Mom, I don't know if you have it pulled up.
I do not, unfortunately.
Yeah, but guys, definitely, if you follow, turn on those alerts. That way you can see when we're going live with those games. Definitely check Vigo's Court, the Discord, and try to see when we are going live. It looks like our first game will be at 4 p.m. Eastern. Our next game after that will be 7 p.m. Eastern, and then we will have another one at 9 p.m. Eastern. So we will have 3 games on the schedule tomorrow, and then we'll be right back here again on Sunday with 4 more games. Is that correct? I believe we are going to have, yes, 4 more games. 4 more games on Sunday. So guys, we have a lot of exciting things coming in. All right, let me go ahead and get these survivors in here real quick.
So what do you think needs to happen this next round in order to capitalize for these teams to go ahead and secure these?
I think if you're Demise, you got to keep pressure on. We did see a pretty strong killer come out in a spirit. And I think if you're Demise, you're coming right back with another strong killer. Just keep that pressure on. If you're the survivors, you're playing immersed. You're trying your best not to get hooked. And really just grinding those gens out.
Yeah, especially because of how the scoring works, and definitely capitalizing on those hook states and then really putting pressure on the killer for fresh hook states, so that it kind of really discouraging is like a camping or a tunneling aspect kind of thing. I know we don't like that C word. I mean, I don't like that C word either, but you know.
No, I don't have a problem with it. I think it's a very good tactic that you have to use within Vigos, especially. Anybody who's followed this league, you see the way these gens fly off the shelves. Like you can't keep them from getting done, it seems. So for sure there are times where you're going, man, I gotta go ahead and secure a kill. These survivors are saying split up on all these gens and putting progress on all of them. You gotta go ahead and get some kills.
Yeah, but you also get those points. So, like, for me, like, I know, like, watching those fresh hook states, things like that, those are good, valuable points that you want to go ahead and get, especially if you can get a hook state on everybody. Awesome to get, and then maybe secure a kill or 2 after that. I mean, we're talking about these high-level survivor teams, so, I mean, that's very wishful thinking to get all that done, but definitely what you want to try for in this.
Yeah, I agree. And I think these survivors are obviously they know the way the scoring works as well, and so they will be looking to limit the hook states that they take. It'll be interesting to see how they try to keep each other up, or where they try to take chases, and how they really perform versus whichever killer we're going to see.
Yeah, and especially that way, so that we can see these killers protecting their 3 gens, really putting pressure on these generators. down to see what kind of perks we're gonna see from these killers. You know, a lot of times we see the normal ruin, things like that, but I want to see if anybody spices it up a little bit. We saw some spice with the no-ed, but we'll see if anybody brings anything else.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. And with there being a couple bans on some perks, like we have banned Haunted Ground. Prove Thyself is banned in this league. And there's one other perk that is banned. Starstruck, I believe, is banned as well. So we are running with those 3 perks all being banned. We do see survivors play a little bit differently. Not having Prove Thyself, you don't see the grouped up on gens. You see them split up on gens across the map, and we are loading into a match here. These survivors are good to go. Did get the communication that we were able to go ahead and start, so hey, we have no more waiting to do. So let's go ahead and review those survivor rules real quick. All right, guys, so survivors are scoring based off of finishing those purdy gens. All right, and so those first and second gens, of course, are only 1 point each. Those are a little bit easier to get. So then we move on to those harder gens, second and third gens with more points, and then those fourth and fifth gens being the most points there. Then we move on to escape points. 1 point for first escape, 2 points for second escape. And then, of course, you can get even more points for getting those third and fourth escape. Obviously, what our survivors are wanting to do here, if you take less hook states and escape, you also get another point there. So these survivors will be looking to limit that for sure, with the 26 possible points for survivors, which is lower than the possible points for killer. But the survivors definitely, if they are getting the 26 points, they're limiting the killer's points anyway. Vigos is one of the only leagues I know of that it's possible to get a tie in scoring. So I want to go ahead and shout out our rules committee, our commissioners, like just everybody involved in getting Vigos off the ground right here. You guys have done a great job and really given us an exciting rule set. All right, and guys, we are just waiting to load into this game. And it's taking a little bit here, but...
Your DBD take time? What?
You know, every once in a while, it takes a little bit. All right,
I'm so proud of you for that spectate button twice in a row.
Hey, yeah, guys, I had made mistakes earlier. I tried to hit spectate and hit continue. Ain't no spectating there. All right, but we do see a Wraith, which is super exciting, and we're already in chase. This is pretty early on to be in chase, and we do see, was that a kick to uncloak? So we do see a serpent add-on. We do like that. All right, and that actually kept him from being sunburned there. If these survivors continued to throw those pallets, easy uncloak for the Wraith. And what do you think of the pressure this Wraith is getting very early with these survivors already finding somebody and being in chase?
So look at this. We're just gonna get that down pretty quick. It looks like. Oh, but wait, the pallet. Oh, nope. Gonna go ahead. Definitely putting more pressure on than we've seen. Getting that hit very early. And right on that survivor's tail right there. And we have our first down very early before we probably even have halfway progression on our first gens up will start flying.
Yeah, I would agree, and I think from what I was expecting to see from the survivors, I was expecting to see the same immersed gameplay we saw there. We see a balanced landing here in chase. And yeah. Wraith says, I'm just not going to take that chase then. I'm going to go find somebody new. And they do. Oh, but getting stunned here. I don't think Wraith cares very much with that break to uncloak action. And really, there are a lot of pallets going early game. I think this could spell disaster later on in the game. We've only seen one gen pop thus far, so these pallets are prime real estate. You may not want to drop them as soon as we are. We do see another pallet go down here. We do get the stun, but like I'm saying, I'm concerned about how many pallets will be left late game.
Yeah, this Wraith is definitely performing to where they need to be. This with being only one gen down and going into our second hook state. Very early capitalizing on these hooks, getting some definite survivor pressure on there. Really putting control into it, much more than we're used to seeing from the Wraith in competition.
Indeed, and yeah, this Wraith is putting on a show on how to create dead zones in Father Campbell's chapel. This is the way to do it. I almost was gonna ask, did they not see the Nancy? They turned and looked and then turned away, but they do see the Nancy, and they are going to go ahead and pressure this. Oh, going ahead and hitting, letting Nancy perform that unhook, letting them do the dead hard. Dance for me a little bit. I'm gonna put you on the ground and put you on my hook. All right, that is a very good performance from Wraith. 3 hooks, 4 gens done. We know we've got progress on some gens, but we are seeing those gens regressing, which leads us to believe Ruin is in place. We didn't see the gens getting kicked by our Wraith Master, so. All right. And let's go ahead and check and see. We do have these survivors in chase here, running, getting some distance. We see an unhook here. Let's go ahead and flip and check on these survivors here. We do have 3 survivor hooks, checking who's hooked. We have 1 hook on Chaos, 1 hook on Cloudy, and 1 hook on G-Bot. Make that potentially 2 here on G-Bot. All right.
Yeah, Kate really being our only one that hasn't really been seen yet. Everybody else has been seen, but Kate has done a good job at hiding there.
Kate, we did see the Kate use the balanced landing and saw her at a pallet like briefly, but you're right. Kate has stayed out of sight. If Kate says out of sight, out of mind, can't hook me if you can't find me, I will just go ahead and knock out these gens and continue on my merry way. We've seen kind of the other survivors. Yes, and that's exactly what we're seeing Kate do. Kate is over here just in the dead zone, and unfortunately at this point, all of the pallets gone. Going to Shack, the only safe zone left. See if they throw that pallet early, or it looks like they are going to throw that pallet. So now we don't have any pallets left on this side of the map. Could spell disaster for this Kate. This Kate's running to the corner. We love corner plays here. Guys, if you have seen me commentate for Champions of the Fog, you know that I love it when a survivor goes to the corner.
The naughty corner.
Nobody puts survivors in the corner but them.
Yeah, I mean, we all like nobody puts baby in the corner. We all love that moment, that's for sure. Really seeing those gens fly much quicker than we did early game. The survivors have kind of stepped it up in a high gear. We're able to get 2 gens completed in a pretty short amount of time. But definitely still being found by this Wraith quite frequently. There's not a lot of downtime for this Wraith, it seems. Maybe 10-20 seconds, they're always constantly finding another survivor, so putting that pressure on it and knowing that Kate is hooked and now he is down, really forcing those other 2 survivors that were on those gens to get off of those gens to come for these saves.
Yeah, indeed. And actually, by seeing the unhook on the Kate there, what we know is that there were 3 survivors not on gen, which is really, really good for our killer there. And after now securing 1 kill and having no safe pallets on this side of the map, our killer is in a really good position. And I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but go ahead and take a look at the gens on the map for me, guys. Here's what I'm noticing in this dead zone the Wraith has created for himself. We've got 3 gens down here on this side of the map. If these survivors don't pressure out one of these gens, they have a 3 gen in the dead zone. That wouldn't be good. Trying to bait out the grab tech here. Nancy, how smart are you? Looking back in the face. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Guys, did you notice that? Nancy looked back with a look of just, yeah. Try me, Wraith. Try me. I'm going to finish this gen in your face. I love it. I love it.
Oh yeah, that was a spicy Nancy play for sure. She's like, you may be taking me out of this game, but I'm gonna show you a thing.
Yo, but can I say that's just such a Nancy play? That's such a Nancy thing to do. I mean, Nancy just over here like, killer? I don't give a crap about a killer. What? Dude, I do me regardless. We do see only one gen left, and we see the last gen pop. I think this is second hook for our Nancy here, so definitely still an opportunity for a 3-out potentially, but I think if you are we overslept, you're looking just to take your 2 out. But maybe with the score where it is, you do actually want to try to get that 3rd unhook there. Although we do see an insta down, we are seeing another no-ed play. This is dangerous for the survivors. We could potentially see a 4K here.
I think we might. I think this is bad news. I think this is bad news.
Yeah, it might be bad news. Oh, and we do see a whiff. And do we play this pallet? This is a relatively weak pallet, and we do see the survivor elect not to play the pallet out. And that is a down. We will see a 4K, it seems, unless do one of these survivors potentially have an unbreakable or a soul guard maybe? That would be the saving grace, is if one of these survivors came prepared for this moment. And we do see Chaos get up. Oh man, we do see Chaos stand up. And is he going to go for Hatch, or is he coming for his friend Nightwolf and try to get that 2 out? But with that, we can say that the killer will take the win for Demise with this performance from the Wraith.
Oh no, seeing that survivor and those blood trails up ahead.
Indeed, and there are no pallets up here either because of that first chase. Getting rid of those pallets as early as we saw the survivors get rid of them really doesn't help extend chases in the late game.
Wow, that was a dominating performance from a Wraith. Not something you usually see, and I feel like high-level competition teams. Usually, Wraith can get smacked down pretty quickly, but Wraith really showing that the skill and that speed buff.
Yeah, and we do see the final score here of 41 or 45 to 20. It updated right as I was trying to tell you guys. Imagine that. But we do see a final score here of 45 for Demise, 20 for We Overslept. GG's, everyone. Very good matches, fun to watch, exciting plays, man. And we saw that Nancy. I'm still trying to get over that. That was very cheeky by the Nancy to go ahead and just keep looking back at the Wraith while tapping that gen. Like, yeah, you see this? You see what I'm doing? Yeah. Do you see me? Do you see me? Do you see it?
Yep. I got you. I got you.
Hey, and we do have little Rugard with the subscription. Hey, appreciate you, buddy. Oh man. So guys, normally we would go to interviews at this point, but we're not completely set up on that yet, so we're not going to do post-game interviews tonight. We've got more exciting stuff to show you as we get into the league. These qualifiers that we are streaming are kind of our live test for some of this too. Because guys, isn't this kind of cool? Like, take a look. These transitions, the background, everything's all new. We've revamped Vigos, and it looks quite nice. I mean, this screen right here showing all these screens. Look at this. That's
Y'all
beautiful.
have done a fantastic job with this. Like, legit, the production on this and everything, it's unmatched. Really, it is.
Oh,
you made sure that when it came back and it had something to say.
We definitely had to come back with great pomp and circumstance, right? We had to come back with our cojones. Exactly. Oh man. So, hey, it's been a pleasure. I have loved having the opportunity to shoutcast for Vigos. Definitely when I first started following Vigos, I was just like a lot of you guys out there, just a viewer. I wasn't even playing or anything. I was like, I want to get into DBD comp someday. That'll be way out. Guys, we're here. It's great. All right, guys, so let's review the matches for the day today. Our first match was UA versus Wrecking Crew, and we had a final score there of 46-18. Amazing score for Undying Alliance there, going ahead and getting the first win of the qualifiers tournament. And then we had our next game, AW versus what was the other team they versed? One more time for me. DKD. AW coming out of that with the win, 41-16, 48-16. And the highlight to that one was a 12 hook 4K from a nurse. Amazing play from Wispy. Our next game then was IA versus Prestige. We had Prestige coming out of that with a win, an upset win as far as seeding goes. It was 46-36. So, oh, score correction. It was 36-35, even closer than what I was saying. So guys, that is a really, really close game. Monarchy versus 4 Dwights, 1 Locker was another game that we had. It was right after the other game. And final score there was a Monarchy win. 46-36 was the final score there. All right. And so, guys, we had a lot of fun. A lot of those other games were not streamed. Just due to availability of our streamers, and we're trying to stream more of them, so you will see tomorrow we'll be streaming more of them throughout the day. We have Metro versus Entity at 4 p.m. Eastern. We have 6 versus Demise. Not Demise, Daddy Issues, not Demise. Demise was today. Good job, Demise, on the win. Good job on the win.
Yes.
Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow for the Daddy Issues game. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have Deadheads versus We Can't Loop. All of those should be exciting matches, and I'm excited. I'll be there. I'll be there, guys. Will you be there? I want to see all of you there. I want to see all of you there. And as the bracket is coming soon to like a semifinal and things like that, we do have our first progression of Undying Alliance versus Prestige on Sunday. The time is to be decided at this point, but we will likely be looking to stream those matches as well.
So exciting, able to see all these, definitely able to see. I'm so excited I get to see some Wraith play. I mean, definitely sometimes we're used to having some Spirit in here, but Wraith was definitely a nice change up. Able to see some spicy Noed come into play, able to see that Jen pop right in that Wraith's face. That Nancy, she got some balls, we'll just put it that way.
100%, 100%. like not only are you just looking back at the Wraith like you're not gonna be able to grab me here, so I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. You're not worried about after you finish that gen, like him just chasing you down. Like, all right, Nancy, no. You do you.
She said, I got this. I'm just gonna pop this gen right in your face, and then if you get me, you get me. But hey, let's throw some salt in that wound, shall we?
Exactly. You do you. You do you. And guys, I don't know how many of you saw that starting soon screen, but I want to go ahead and just shout out Rambo real quick. And Rambo, do you wanna come in and say anything for how happy you are about Vigos or anything? No? All right, so we won't hear from Rambo today, but definitely I do want to say thank you for everything you've done, making sure that we have the resources we need, we have the support, reffing and everything else that you're doing behind the scenes. So I want to make sure we give a good shout out to Rambo here.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely hard to be the one behind the scenes running everything and getting the operations going and things like that. Lord knows if you know me from other things, I might have some experience doing that. And it's stressful keeping all these teams in check, making sure the scores are right. So definitely he gets so much props. And thank you so much, Vader, for having me here to like co-host with you. I've had so much fun. I'm so excited to keep doing this with y'all and being able to cast some more matches with you guys.
Yeah, it really has been a pleasure. And guys, we will be looking to raid out here as we are wrapping up. And definitely first match tomorrow, once again, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Meet us here, this channel right here. Don't be late. Don't be late. You want to see that starting soon screen. Rambo worked very hard on it, and I think it's amazing. All right? And I think you will too. So you should definitely go look. All right? Right at 4 p.m. sharp. Sharp. All right. All right, guys. We are going to go ahead and get this raid set up here. All right. And so once again, guys, I am the OG Vader. I have been your judge today. I am Judge OG Vader. And so I am a Dead by Daylight streamer. I play on We Overslept as a survivor. You can catch me over on my channel streaming Dead by Daylight, other games as well. I am a variety streamer. And we have Counselor Medic Mom here who has joined me graciously today. And you can catch her on her channel. And go ahead and tell us what you do on your channel, Medic Mom.
Yeah, so for sure. It's Medic Mom XOXO. We're definitely a variety streamer over there. Like I said, we've been known to cast some tournaments. We've been known to play a crap ton of Dead by Daylight. Occasionally, we throw something else spicy in there, maybe some Fazo or some Among Us, things like that. But you'll primarily see Dead by Daylight on my channel over there. So definitely come check me out or something at one point. And Vader is awesome. I can't put out enough. I've watched his content. We've been friends. No, stop it. Stop it. No, I've been watching Vader for a while now. No, wait, you're like, come on, please, please. No. Yeah. No, definitely. Please go check out the OG Vader on Twitch. He is wonderful. Such positive vibes. Definitely love to watch his DBD play. I know I've learned so much from him watching him. Definitely go check him out, guys.
For sure. Thank you for that shout out. And guys, we are gonna raid Little Rugard here. Definitely, you guys may have known him before from his commentating here at Vigo's Court. It looks like he may be playing Dead by Daylight right now, so everybody give him a warm welcome from Vigos when you join with this raid. Let him know where you came from. Let him know Vigos is back, although we know he knows Vigos is back because he gave us a sub. You know, he did give us a sub, and we thank him for that. But yeah, hold on just a moment, chat. Rambo, what was that? Vader ban win? Oh no. Oh no. So Rugard says Vader ban win. No, don't ban me.
No.
All right, guys. Everybody have a good night. That is all from us. And we'll see you back here tomorrow at 4.
See everybody. Bye.
And we're out.